What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, and I'm here with
Gersh1!
We're back at it to answer your questions in another episode of For the Greater.
This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, simply comment down below. Put question in front of your question, because we get to those questions first.
And that is, what didn't happen? So this question was sent to us on our Facebook page. It was a really thought-provoking question. So, Andras Pilopet, I probably butchered that.
Pilopet?
Something like that. So he asked, what would happen if all of a sudden the existence of the Grey Knights was revealed? And not just to the Imperium, but to everybody. Orcs, Eldar, Tau, what would happen due to this great revelation?
Good question. You're a Grey Knights player, so what do you think would happen?
Well, first of all, Grey Knights are they're like a secret arm of the Inquisition. Obviously, the Inquisition has like the Ordos, and they have, what's the other like branch?
There's the Ordo Hereticus, Ordo, there's the three major ones, but yeah.
Yeah. So they're basically one of the strong arms of the Inquisition. So obviously the Inquisition already knows about them, and the Space Wolves know about the Grey Wolves. The Space Wolves know about the Grey Knights because of the whole thing where the Inquisition wanted to blow up a planet, and the Space Wolves were like, nah, they're good, don't worry about them. And then the Inquisition sent the Grey Knights.
Yep, and Armageddon, the first war of Armageddon.
Yeah, that's right.
So what would happen? I think for the Imperium, not much.
Yeah, they'll just be like, oh, cool, we got another force to bolster ourselves with.
Same thing with Xenos races. Xenos races would be like, all right, it really wouldn't affect them. Orcs would just think that's another thing to crush.
Mm-hmm.
But the big thing that would happen is that the powers of chaos would want to corrupt the Grey Knights, or they would combat the Grey Knights in a specific manner, I guess. So like the whole reason that they're secret is that so the enemy doesn't know how to counter a psychically powerful chapter chapter of Space Marines. If Space Marine or Chaos Space Marine warbands or the Chaos Gods find out about these groups, they're going to try to corrupt them.
Right.
Part of the reason why I think that the Grey Knights have been uncorruptible is because nobody, or like the powers of chaos, don't really know about them.
Yeah. It's like once they know, where their stronghold is, the moon's Titan, then they can go in there and send in their forces to attack. Maybe get that tome that has like all the names of the demon princes so that they could get banished. Maybe take that or something like that. So
yeah.
And once you actually corrupt the incorruptibles, then the whole kind of concept of, these guys are godly, they got the Emperor's gene seed, they can't be beat. Now it kind of brings them down to more of a mortal level.
Right. Mm-hmm. Good question, though.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Now on to the YouTube comments.
Yeah. So I have a question from C_P. Do you think that the Chaos Gods will help out the Blood Angels against the fight with the Tyranids, since they did help out before with another chapter? So, no, the Chaos Gods don't help out the Blood Angels, right? They were helped out by the Primaris?
Well, Guilliman and the Primaris ultimately saved them. But on one of the moons of Baal, Kabanda, which is like their mortal enemy, did freaking kill all the Tyranids on that moon. So much so that he made a throne or an offering with all of the Tyranid skulls to Khorne. So that, they got saved, but it wasn't like he was doing it to save them.
Right, he just wanted more skulls for the Skull Throne.
Right. So yes and no.
Next question.
This one is by Cage Schultz. How many Perpetuals are there besides Vulcan and the Emperor? So there's not many out there. Perpetuals are basically immortals. Obviously the Emperor is a Perpetual, but since he's on the throne, he can't really regenerate himself. And Vulcan, as we've seen in 30k, he can be blown up, melted, freaking head chopped off, but he always comes back. So the only other Perpetual that I know of is Alanius Pius. He was a simple guardsman, and rumor has it, during the epic climactic battle at Horus's battle barge with the Emperor against Horus, Alanius Pius was actually there, and he bought them enough time for the Emperor to kind of get in there and meet up with Horus.
And it's rumored that he's the one who did the little... He broke a piece of Horus's armor or whatever. Some people say it was Sanguinius. Some people say it was this guy.
Yeah.
I thought the Grammaticus guy too.
John Grammaticus, yeah, that is another guy.
He was also a perpetual.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do a 40 facts on all the perpetuals. I can't remember what happened to that script, but we'll try to get on that.
Yeah. First, we need to get our perpetual motion device.
Yeah. Next question comes from Gam3 Boy, or Game Boy. Hey guys, I'm a 3D character designer and I want to make a Warhammer fan art, but I'm having a hard time picking one. I'd be happy if you suggested some and then I'll pick. I'll send you the model and you will be able to 3D print and use it on the tabletop or image and you'll be able to use it in your videos. He said, don't suggest the Emperor or Chaos Gods, the Eldar, Gorkamork. Sorry to sound alchemist, but no Tau eithers. I have not read books about them yet. So if you want to do a 3D character model,
it's got to be something that doesn't actually have a model. That's my opinion.
So do WAAAGH.
It's an orc that rides a flaming bike. That's a good one. I'd say maybe do it on like... What's his name? He's one of the ancients, like an ancient dreadnought. I forgot his name.
Because Bjorn is already out.
Right. But it's, I don't know. I don't like Bjorn's model. It's just too bulky in my opinion.
And he sucks in the battle, and like gameplay wise.
Yeah. Yeah, do an ancient dreadnought. I don't know.
There you go. Next question.
This one is by Imperator Crispico. Would you guys rather have the Emperor return as a man, or have him return as the coolest skeleton the galaxy has ever seen?
I would want him to return as a female, just to piss you guys off.
I feel like half skeleton, half man. Why not?
Half skeleton, half man, yeah.
Which half is like this way, that way?
Chunks, different chunks.
There you go.
Like if you had skeletal, like right here, the nose and the mouth and stuff, that'd be kind of cool. Like Pirates of the Caribbean, what was his name? Barbarous?
Yeah.
Captain
Barbossa.
Barbossa, there you go. Next question comes from Mark Myers. Can the Emperor possess one of the Primarchs and essentially reincarnate himself? Also, if someone unplugs the Golden Throne, would the Emperor be able to reincarnate himself? So I think if the Emperor can he possess a Primarch, I don't think he would want to.
Yeah.
They're his children, and if they're loyalist, he just needs to. He has enough faith in them to do what they need to do, and if they're traitor, he probably can't possess them that well. And then if he gets unplugged, because he is a perpetual, he probably will reincarnate, but the entire galaxy or the entire Imperium would be worse off than during the what is it called? That giant tear in space.
Oh, the
something Agrius something.
It's in the tip of my tongue.
Oh yeah, that thing. It would not be good, and chaos. Astronomicon goes dark, and the Imperium of Man falls apart.
Mm-hmm.
Next question.
This one is by Buzzsaw Bowser. If orcs can make their vehicles faster simply by believing red makes them go faster, can an orc believe that their leader is stronger and bigger, and therefore cause their leader to become stronger and bigger?
No, that's not how it works. So the reason that orc warlords get so big is because they feed off of the aggression of the WAAAGH.
Raw energy.
They're just constantly beating up their minions and whatnot, and that's how they get bigger. It's not through belief. So no orc is going to believe that guy is bigger. An orc is going to believe, I'm going to try to beat that guy. And then he loses, and his whole conflict, his whole aggression gets transferred to the winner. So yeah. Next question.
Dragon Punch 903. Do you guys think that the orcs will get a new unit when the Codex comes out?
I hope so, but I'm not sure.
What would it be though?
WAAAGH. Something probably speed related. I feel like that's just what gets purchased.
Yeah, like the wagons, battle wagons, all that stuff.
I wonder, because I don't think that many people purchased the tank busters tank busters all that much. So maybe they can create better models for the tank busters. But the tank busters are really new. Like they came out, well, for orc standards, they're new. They're one of the they came out at the same time as trucks, I think. But yeah, maybe a war boss, some type of war boss, a single special individual character for the orcs. I feel that's what GW would do, because they're not going to put out a whole new unit.
I just want them to come out with their own box set for Coptas. That way you don't have to look for what was it?
Assault on Blackreach.
Was it Assault on Blackreach?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Even though those models are awesome, very very fragile, they break so easily, but they look awesome. Like I don't have any that's not broken. Next question comes from Dr. Monkeyman11. What does an orc weird boy do in his free time since they don't hang around other greenskins? They talk to themselves. Just basically everything your homeless neighbor does. I'm assuming you live on a corner. That's why he's your neighbor.
I was about to say.
Yeah, otherwise it would just be a house.
But then he wouldn't be homeless.
Exactly. So you live on a corner in this situation, and he stands on that corner. So he's gonna talk to himself. He thinks he can control the lights from turning green and red. Yeah, crazy guy like that. That's what they would do.
Minog, who would win? Iron Man's Hulkbuster armor or Terminator armor?
Terminator armor?
Yeah, that thing's super durable, super tough, and even though they're smaller, right?
What?
Would a Hulkbuster? Yeah, a Hulkbuster would be way bigger than a Terminator, right?
Yeah. But then again, because like Hulk was just like smashing the thing with his fists, he was never shooting at it.
Right.
And I think like,
because he'd be shooting bolt around.
Yeah, if a Terminator went up there with lightning claws.
Oh yeah. That's like Wolverine going up against it, and yeah, Adamantium's just gonna tear right through the Hulkbuster. So, yeah.
All right, we're gonna do a quick, rapid question answer thingy, really quick. Ready, set, Genoa Mathery. What is your favorite color scheme for Loyalist Chaos Space Marines?
White and red.
For both? Okay. Yellow and black. From both, I guess. Next question comes from Wallace Juan Kenobi.
Ooh.
If all the gods of each race in 40k had to fight, just them and nothing extra, who would win?
Khorne.
Gork and more.
Khorne, before you even say anything.
Khorne.
Because they're just fighting, and Khorne's like the biggest, baddest.
That's true, but then Slaanesh might have some trick up his sleeve.
Slaanesh, that'd be Zeech, my boy.
What did I say? I say Slaanesh? Yeah. Next question comes from Proto Man. Do the orc war bosses need more diversity? Gorguts, Gaskell, Blacktooth, Grimskull. They're the same cookie cutter war boss, interchanged and generic, with the exception of maybe Bloodfang, who was an orc pirate. Well, that's the thing about war bosses. Like, an orc war can be led either by a war boss, which is going to be your goth, your big, bulky, like beat 'em up type guy. Your big mechs, so like the guy from Dawn of War with the giant claw thing, and then your weird boys. So you have that, what's his name? The guy with the snakes.
Snickrot?
No, it's not Snickrot. It's some other guy.
Yeah.
But then you also have Snickrot, which is a commando guy, and then you also have Captain
Barbosa.
Sure. No, it's the raptor guy.
Badruck, right?
Badruck, I think it is. With the claws, with the raptor claws.
Feet claws.
Which is not your typical, like, war boss. So, there's a lot of things that could lead a WAAAGH, and the models are out there. So, a war boss, we don't need a new war boss model. We need better rules for the characters that already exist in the actual thing. Because, like, I fought with Snickrot. Mm-hmm. He died really easily. And it all comes down to he's just a regular boy. Like, there's nothing beefy about him other than what he does to his commandos. But by himself, he's not a badass character. But yeah. And then last questions. Do you have one?
Yeah, this one is by Snakehead. If the Tyranids really come from another galaxy, can the warp only exist in the Milky Way? Because don't they need it for all actions and communications, etc.? I kind of don't see how that ties in.
Yeah, I don't see how that ties in.
So does the Milky Way only house the warp? Yeah. There hasn't been anything else to lead us to believe that it ties into other galaxies. Usually when you go inside the warp and you come out, you could end up in a different time period, a different place, but you're still ultimately in the Milky Way galaxy.
Yep. And those were the questions for today. If you want to keep asking us questions, comment down below. If we didn't get to your question, comment down below. We're doing this 4 times a week. No, sorry. Yeah, 4 times a week now because it's Christmas and because we love you guys. So yeah, ask away.
And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Sound Alchemists,
Verse 1.
we are out of here.